In this video, I'm going to show you how to combine the picture of you into the water bottle. So the first thing we need to do is open the water bottle. So from the File menu, we will select Open, navigate to wherever you downloaded your water bottle to. I put it into my Downloads folder. There it is, and I click Open, and that will open the water bottle into Photoshop. Now that I have the water bottle open in Photoshop and the picture of me open in Photoshop, I'll go to the picture of me using the Move tool, which is the top tool up here. I'm going to make sure of two things. And I'll zoom in here a little bit. Hopefully you can see this. Make sure that Show Transform Controls is turned on, and make sure that Auto Select is turned on. Make sure those two things are turned on using the Move tool. Once you're sure that those two things are turned on, just simply click on You, drag it onto the water bottle tab, continue holding the mouse button, drag down and let go, and there will be you. Then you can resize yourself, and you actually do not hold the Shift key down when doing this. Photoshop has changed the way that they handle this, and now you can only distort the proportion if you do hold Shift down. So in this case, you do not want to hold Shift down. You kind of want to get yourself fitting inside of the water bottle so that your feet kind of appear to be on the bottom. I'm going to scoop myself down just a little bit, center myself some, make the feet look a little bit real. And then your final trick to this is in the Layers palette, make sure that you have the layer of you selected, and then you will take the opacity and you can turn this down to generally upper 80s, maybe 85 to 90%, and it will give maybe even down around 80. You don't want to go too far though, but what it'll do is it'll give the illusion that you're it kind of moves you into the water bottle. At this point, you're going to want to save, and we're actually going to select Save As at this point. So we're going to select Save As. We're going to call it whatever your period happens to be. So for example, if you were in my second period class, it would be 2 underscore water bottle, all one word, underscore, and then your last name. Mine is Davis. And I'm going to put this in the Documents folder. And we're going to keep it as a Photoshop format this first time. So we click Save, and this says Replace because I already have one in there. Yours will not do that. Click OK, and now we're working with 2 underscore water bottle underscore Davis PSD. Now, along the edge here, you might be able to see that it's kind of glowing around the edge of my pants, something I couldn't see before I put it in here. So the layer mask still works in here. So I'm going to click on the Me layer, but also make sure that it's on the layer mask, not the image of you, but the layer mask itself. And then I can continue deleting by painting black. So I'll get my paintbrush, make sure I'm on black, and I have to increase my size a little bit. And now I can go along here and make this just a little bit more convincing by getting rid of that white glow that was left on the edge of my pants there. I'm going to take a close look all the way around the document to make sure that there is nothing really glowing that shouldn't be, or any shadows maybe that shouldn't be there. This doesn't look quite right here. I'm going to do a little work there, clean that up some. And I really want to get this looking a little bit more convincing. Not bad up there. Okay, and things look pretty good. Might want to get rid of a little bit of the glow that's going on down here. Okay, and that looks good, so I'll save it. At this point, you're going to crop the image. And again, we're going to go back to the width height resolution so that we can do 3.5 by 5 at 150 pixels per inch. So these numbers up here is where you're looking. Okay. You can shrink it down a little bit if you think you need to. So I'm going to shrink it from the bottom. Everything's going to come in a little bit. Maybe I'll shrink it even a little bit from the top. And click the check mark. Now it does get small, but it really didn't get small. If you double click the hand tool, it will put you back into full size. Okay. And again, we're going to save it. And then finally, we're going to go under the File menu, select Save As, and this time we're going to change it to a JPEG. We're going to leave it named the same thing. I'm going to change the format to JPEG. I'm going to save this. Click OK to this screen, have it at maximum. And then you will send me, through an email, the JPEG file.